guys, welcome back to another episode of TekTopia. With me, I am Haley, and we are picking up after we left off, after I've done some things. So let's jump right in and talk about what's going on. First of all, guys, stop slamming the gate. Oh my God. Visitors, they don't pay any attention. All right. Now, in between episodes, I have been a little busy. A lot busy. I've been very busy. So I have finished the warehouse. I actually expanded it out quite a bit, and I went ahead and went into wood texture on this one because it looks like a more of a warehousey type thing. I did keep the floors into a cobblestone-like area, but we got plenty of chests, plenty of room to put more chests in here. We have our one crafting table as Caleb, our lumberjack, is making his tool here. And John's got a little jaunt in his step. He is like working like crazy. All right, we'll talk about John and Caleb in a second. And I also went ahead and made our kitchen area or our bakery, whatever it's going to be. Now, I haven't made a thing yet because I haven't bought it yet because I need more emeralds. And we'll talk about that here in a second. So I did upgrade the warehouse. I did upgrade... I didn't make the kitchen. I made a little chicken area over here for right now because I need their eggs. Their eggs are super important for some things that we're working on today. I do have a hopper set up over here. Probably need to get a couple more in there just so I can get all their eggs because it's going to be very, very important as part of our plan. I have lit up this area so well. So much, in fact, that I feel safe leaving my villagers here by themselves. Caleb and John have been they've been handling business. They have been secure and safe. We have not had an incident in 3 days, to say the least. So I have been doing some wandering because our little merchant here, you guys, of course, probably know this, but I didn't know this. The economy changes as you sell things. So, like right now, beetroot selling for 4 emeralds. We got potatoes for 4 emeralds. Oakwood normally sells for 4 emeralds, but I sold a stack a few days ago, and that dropped the price down. So now oak is only selling for 3 emeralds until I kind of buy some different items. Carrots are still for 4 emeralds. Wheat now is down to 2 emeralds because... I think I sold 2 stacks. I'm trying to think. I know I sold a stack just the other day. Just trying to get more emeralds to get things. So based upon the economy, I'm like, I need to have a variety because I can't saturate the market just with oak emeralds. So I went out into the world and I found some spruce saplings. So I've got spruce over here. I made like a little spruce farm area. Hopefully we'll get enough spruce to be able to buy some emeralds to desaturate the market. I don't know if that's the right word. And down here, I also have I had some birch as well. So we have have a birch farm down here. So I've lit that up and kind of laid out the area much flatter to make a tree farm. So I've got 3 different trees going. Also in my wanderings, I found some beetroot as well as some carrots and some more potatoes and some pumpkins. Now this is where I learned some things. So I was like, do I really want pumpkins? Because I'm like, well, there's nothing, the farmer doesn't harvest pumpkins and he also doesn't harvest the melons. But I was like, well, I can make different foods. And I wanted to give a variety of foods. Also, while I was out, I went on a slaughtering spree of pigs because there are so many pigs out in the world. We're going to see that here in just a second. So I gave our guys a good variety of food. I had some cooked chicken, some cooked pork chops, some cooked steak, and I went ahead and made some pumpkin pies because I'm like, pumpkins, the only thing they're really good for is pumpkin pie. So I made some of that. The recipe is actually very easy. Normally, there we go. It is just sugar, eggs, and pumpkins. Give the pumpkin pie. When I put the pumpkin pie in here, the guys were like, wow, 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 wow. Look, see, he grabbed another one already. He likes some pumpkin pie. Oh, did you put your pumpkin pie back in here? Well, maybe he didn't like it. But you can see their happiness has jumped up quite a bit. Caleb's at 87. And John, John the Depressant, I think he's over 80 as well. So I did some research. You guys remember that guide that it gives you? Yeah, he's at 85. Remember, he was like super depressed. So I went back to the guide that taught us all about the TekTopia stuff. And there's a whole section under here for mechanics and eating and happiness. You know, something about, this is how I grew up, which is probably not the best thing to do, but food, when you're sad, you know, you eat your happiness. And apparently eating affects these guys' happiness so much. So if you go to that guide, again, the link is in the description field. If you get one of the books, it'll tell you the link to it. It has all the information. I'm going to read through this really quick. Each food item provides different happiness points, different foods to get different values. And if a villager is, if an item is not a villager item, basically white text instead of green, it gets half the benefits. So I'm not sure how pumpkin pie works, because pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie, if the cook makes it, it will be a green item. But if I make it, it's going to be a white text item. So if you look at the food that's currently in here, since I don't have a chef yet, the pumpkin pie is a white text. And you can actually make beetroot soup. Is that a recipe in here? Thought I saw it. Hang on. Uses? Yeah, beetroot soup is also another item. So there's all these different foods in here. Apples actually give no happiness points. So I decided, you know what? I will sacrifice any apples that they're getting from the chopping down the trees. I'm going to take those and eat them because it provides no happiness points. And I'm getting the benefit as well. Baked potatoes will actually give, so if they have a potato that's baked, it will give them 1 happiness point. Now again, it's only if it's a green text item. If it's a white text item, it'll give them half that amount of happiness. But it still, you know, gives you an idea. A plain beetroot will actually take away happiness. So there's food that they can get in here that if they eat it, it makes them sadder, which is kind of weird. I'm like, why would you eat something to make you sad? So I try to keep a lot of good food stocked in here just for that purposes. But beetroot soup, which I said earlier, actually gives 6 happiness. Again, if you're making it yourself until you get your chef or your cook, it's only going to give them half that amount, so 3 happiness. Bread will give 4 happiness. Cake, which is the big thing here, cake will give them 25 happiness. I know for me, when I eat cake, I get extremely happy. The sugar rush and everything, oh, it tastes so good. But yeah, so cake will give 25 happiness. Carrots will actually take away 1 happiness. So beetroots and carrots, basically plain, will take away happiness because, you know, it's vegetable. But yeah, who likes vegetables? Steak, you know, if you have steak right there, it would give 12 happiness point. Cooked chicken, which I think I'm out of right now, gives 6 happiness points. Cooked mutton, which is from sheep, gives 4 happiness points. Cooked pork chops gives 12. A cookie gives 14 happiness, so we might want to consider some cookies. Golden carrots is 12 happiness. Melons are 3 happiness. Mushroom stew is 4. Potato, a uncooked potato, actually takes away happiness. So I guess it's pretty, you want to kind of keep your cook access to the chest because they want to take out all that raw food, because the raw food takes away their happiness. And the last item here, pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie gives them 15 happiness points. So food and happiness go very well together in this pack, which I found extremely helpful because now I know when my guys get sad, I can fix them a nice little pumpkin pie, maybe some beetroot soup, and they feel much better. But they have to be hungry for it. That's the only thing. Now, something to note on here is that some of these items require you to give them the item. So pumpkin pie, our farmer will not harvest pumpkins. So you will actually have to harvest the pumpkins and put those in a chest so that the cook can access them to make the pumpkin pie. So that's something to know. Melons as well. Melons, you have to harvest them and put those in the chest because they will not eat, they will not harvest the melons. And I think the same thing with mushroom stew. Yeah, there's nothing that harvests mushroom stew. And cookies, what's the recipe for cookie? Cookies require cocoa beans, so you're going to have to provide cocoa beans in order for our cooks to be able to use that. So I'm going to put these watermelons in here so it can be used. Now, it's nighttime, but yeah, our guys are so happy. They just chit chat. They are like best buds now. They hang out. And what I want to do, I keep saying I'm going to get into DecoCraft. I'm going to give these guys some TVs because they just sit here and talk. And when we have DecoCraft in here, I can actually make television sets. It's like a small flat screen TV. So I'm going to get that set up and actually decorate this a lot better. Something that came up in one of the comments was a question about how I have my room set up here. I can actually turn this into like a duplex type situation. So right now, this is the main house and it's got 2 bedrooms set up in here. But if I take this sign and actually put a door here and the frame and a door here like I got set up, I can actually make this a 4-bedroom by having 2 of these rooms set up. So I've got 2 beds in each of these with some chairs. Right now the guys like sleeping in this room. I don't know if they don't like this room because of the door. They were actually sleeping here originally. Then I put the door on here and then decided to go in here for some strange reason. But yeah, so I can actually turn this into a 4-bedroom for a cheaper cost. Let me tell you how the math works on that. So if I go over into the, who is it? The architect. Yeah, so you can see okay, so the 2-bedroom only costs 6 emeralds. A 4-bedroom costs 13 emeralds. Now this is kind of weird because you would think that if you bought the bigger one it'd be cheaper, but I can buy two 2-bedrooms for 12 emeralds. Excuse me. For 12 emeralds, or I can buy a 4-bedroom for 13 emeralds. So that's kind of weird. Same thing for the 6-bedroom. I can get 3 of the 2 bedrooms for 18 emeralds, or I can spend more, 20 emeralds, to get a 6th one. So that's kind of weird how they have it set up, because usually when you go to the store you get a discount for buying most. I guess you're buying in bulk in a way because you're getting multiple of the 3s. But yeah, so I'm going to actually do that once we get some more emeralds. Now let's talk about our emerald situation. Let me see, make sure I got everything on here. Now, I have currently in my possession, from mining as well as some other thing I've done, 13 emeralds. So we're going to figure out what we're going to do with these 13 emeralds. I do believe I want to get the chef and a kitchen. Now the price of these is going to cost, a chef costs 7 emeralds. So I'm going to put that set aside. I need 7 emeralds for a chef. To actually get the kitchen going, I need, is it 15 or 18 emeralds? I think, oh gosh, I put the wrong number on there. I'm hoping, architect, I believe it's 15. Where is it? Oh, it is 18 emeralds. So I need 12 more emeralds to get a kind of a full kitchen setup going. And so I'm hopefully, since I need 12 more, that's basically like 3 more selling of something. Is that right? Like if I get 64 birch wood, that gives me 4 emeralds. If I get 64 spruce wood, it gives me 4 emeralds, and 64 of these items. The wheat right now I think is selling for 2, and I think the oak, let's see, the oak was selling for 3. I can go ahead and get 3 emeralds for the oak now, but I'm going to hang on to that for right now because I'm hoping that if I go ahead and sell some items, and the prices will go up on the other ones. The other way I found how to get emeralds was in my exploration. I came across some villages, some pre-made villages. Now remember, TekTopia, if there's already villagers set in the world, it will turn them into TekTopia villages. Oh my God, they're sleeping. Shh. Watch this. They're like kids. Oops. Listen. Well, he was snoring. They usually snore. But they look so cute when they're sleeping. Oh, okay. They're just like, they're so precious. Now, what I went ahead and did, I turned off oak chopping because I wanted to prioritize the birch and the spruce. So he will actually chop those down because I was getting plenty of oak. Matter of fact, I used most of the oak to build. And for John here, I turned off harvesting wheat because I wanted to go ahead and get the beetroot and the carrots and potatoes to harvest as well. Oh, they're so adorable. They are so cute when they're sleeping. They remind me of my dog for some reason. All right. So that's why there's tons of wheat over here, because I turned off the harvesting of the wheat, because he would spend most of his time sitting over here harvesting wheat, where I needed him to actually harvest. Like, there was potatoes here ready to harvest, but he wasn't doing it. So I turned that off so I can focus on potatoes, and hopefully that will get that stack of 64 a lot quicker so I can get the kitchen up and running. Now, if I look at my journey maps here, you can see I have been across the world and back. I've got 3 new villages that I've found. I went ahead and marked the border because I'm going to show it on here. know if they'll show on here, the actual borders of my land, because I wanted to make sure that I had everything covered. I went out and I chopped down every tree around to make sure that Caleb did not wander off past where I need him to do. Now I've lit up a lot of the area around here, but there are still some areas that are dark. If I hit F7, you can probably still... Hi, Bat. What are you doing here? You could probably still see some areas. Well, you can't see them very clearly. That they're still dark out there. But so I'm going to see. It's kind of dark, so I'm scared to go immediately. But you know, hey, what the heck? We only got a few minutes left here. Let's go ahead and visit some of these villages, because there's a third village that I found. So if we go to this first one, this is fairly close. You can see that the village is right here. So it's kind of cool, because when you come up on the village, you do run into the border. That's how you know you're pretty close to the village. And when you get close to the border, or when you get into the border, you'll start... Oh, hi, creeper. Ow. You'll see that there are... you'll start seeing the workers, if they're out in the world, like the guys that were chopping trees, if there's a farm close by. So what I did, and I know that you can't steal like the signs. Like if I stole this 2-bedroom sign, it wouldn't work in my village for some reason. I'm pretty sure that that's the way it's set up. I can probably steal the beds. But what I went ahead and did, I was looking... Oh, hi, creeper. Hi. Can you oh, geez. Go. Just go. Okay, you poop or get off the pot. Sun's coming up, so they should go. Okay, there we go. All right, so what I did look for was their warehouse, because I was actually looking to steal items. It's kind of weird. Hi, Squid. I think this first warehouse is actually up here, if I look correctly. Now, what I will come back and do is when I get ready to make my library, I'm coming back to steal their books. Hi, skeleton. Ow. 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 There we go. Where is that warehouse? There was one here. And oh, it's right here. So all the warehouses for the pre-made villages are pretty much set up the same way. They have 3 chests, and in one of these chests there is usually 1 or 2 emeralds. So I got really happy about that. So so I found this village. I found a second village here. Wait, no. Oh, no, this is the new one. This is the new one that I found. I haven't even had a chance to explore and see what's going on here. They've got a tradesman just sitting out here doing nothing. I guess I can buy some tokens from them. I wouldn't buy it from this guy, because again, I think that sometimes it doesn't work when you go out into your own village. Now, what we're going to look for is the warehouse. Oh, hi. Hi, Kashmir. They got a level 5 guard here. And okay, let's go into the warehouse. And you can see it's kind of set up the same way. There's 3 chests. And so we peek in this first chest. We have 2 more emeralds. So, oh, we have 2 more emeralds here. We have 4 emeralds and a name tag. I was hoping to get a little bit more, but so we need 8 more emeralds to be able to go ahead and make our kitchen. We can go ahead and buy the marker for the chef, but not only do we need to buy the marker for the chef, the marker for the kitchen, we need a place for that chef to sleep. So, and actually we need 24 emeralds total, because we need 6 for another 2-bedroom marker. And we'll do that in between episodes, guys. We're getting a lot of good materials around here, and I'm so excited about that. So that's what I've been doing in between episodes. Let's head back home. The future village development. Need to change that because it's actually been developed. But yeah, our guys are super happy. I am super happy about that. Look, he is ready to go to work. He's got sugar cane. John, I'm glad you're so happy. Let's go ahead and buy a marker for the chef. And we'll go ahead and buy another 2-bedroom marker. And we'll get those set up so we can get a chef and have him sleep. Let's see. I need a cake. There we go. So we'll get a chef. And we'll go ahead and get us another 2-bedroom from Mr. Architect. Let's see, get that. There we go. And give us some change. And I have plenty of leather from going out there killing the poor cows for their meat and everything. I'm telling you, there's animals everywhere. I feel so much better that my guys are safe and secure here in their village without having to worry about anything. It makes it so much better. Now, as you can see, when I started the episode out, there was a ton of people around here. We were getting a lot of nomads. Some days we get like, oh, here they come. We always get at least a market and one nomad. Some days we get like 5 or 6 nomads. And some days we just get one. Let's take a look at this nomad and see what profession you have an inkling for. You want to be a rancher. I'm going to see if I can find one that prefers to be an actual chef, because when they come with that added bonus, they do much better in their jobs. Their love. I think the max level is 100, and that means they're much more happier doing their job. I'm going to end, as I'm losing my voice here in the nice little tickle. Hang on. My apologies, guys. But anyway, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the episode and are enjoying the series. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave us down in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you as quickly as I can. If you're new to my channel, make sure you click the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell to be notified when new episodes come out. If you want to hang out with me and any of the other squad members, you can do that by becoming one of our Patreons. Click on the Patreon link in the description field to learn about all the awesome, wonderful rewards we have for you to choose from, such as hanging out with us in Discord and hanging out with us on one of our many Patreon servers. Guys, November has been a great month. We have brand new servers for you guys to play on us with, even one that has TekTopia mod in it. So if you want to get in there and check it out, it's an awesome thing to do. If you want a server to play with your friends, head on over to Host Havoc. Host Havoc is who we use for all of our multiplayer series, as well as those Patreon servers. Alright guys, that's all I have to say for right now. So until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye guys!